We need a theme song. You are my friend. No, I'm just kidding.
When you're not strong,
Yeah.
I'll be your friend.
Continue.
Welcome,
Continue.
Swindlers, to Booze on First. I am your DM, Murphy Giller, and I'm here with Casey Dye.
Yes.
Yes, and Matthew Yandel.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Maeve Schlosser.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
we are still battling the Dracolich, and not much happened except they left Drogon behind last episode, and they left him in a funny position.
Added a party
They
member.
added Varia. What's your last name? Pending? Pending.
Pending.
Varia Pending.
Yes.
Sounds like you're a patent pending. That's that was a terrible joke. I might edit that out. But yeah, so they added a party member. Drogon was left behind with a mustache in a very racist human town, and now they're fighting a Dracolich on the way to Dimali. So, Casey, I believe it's your turn.
It is my turn.
Any of you going to get closer to this thing? Please say yes.
Well, I mean, since I'm the only one who has any reason to, I take it I'm going to be the one getting closer to it. All right. I mean, now that you whispered yes, and I heard like some sort of evil demonic voice whispering yes in my ear, I feel like I don't want to get closer to it now.
I mean, it's totally up to you. It's your choice, not mine. Where the fuck did my vape go?
I mean, like, you seem way too interested in me getting closer to it.
Most of you have to get close to it in order to make attacks anyway.
Do we?
You and Varia do, yeah. Varia has...
I'm going to take a page out of Pokemon and use Sand Attack.
Oh my god.
No. Let's see.
What are you going to do, Casey?
Let's try something creative. What can I do to not have to get close to this son of a bitch? At least
you could
delay.
throw one of your daggers, but there's no guarantee that it would ever come back to you. You might lose it in the sand.
Or I could cast darkness on ourselves, since our sorcerer who has to aim has dark vision and can see out of it, and then the dragon would be forced to come to us. No, but she's singing. She doesn't have to aim to sing, right?
That's true. I can play lute with my eyes closed. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not casting silence. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's cast dark vision.
Not dark. Not
and roll
dark
a d20.
vision. Darkness.
Considering the effect. I mean, fucking darkness, yeah.
That fails.
Your source is dark vision or darkness. It's not you don't have to roll to cast it. You just cast it. You choose an object or a location in which you that will emit darkness for about 15-foot radius.
Sweet. Okay, the object I choose is our bard's lute.
Metal.
How long does that last, Matthew?
Yeah.
And upon choosing
10 minutes.
Upon choosing an object, the darkness will travel with the object. If you cast it on a location, it stays at that location.
Are you sure you want to do that on the...
The only way light can be shed through it is if it's a magical... no non-magical source of light can cut through the darkness.
Are you sure you want to do that on our lute and not on the dragon?
Well, I'd have to get close to him to do that.
How far can you cast it?
And also...
And I could technically inch with my lute as we, say, progressively get closer and closer.
Okay. But as
Right.
long as
Possibly.
she's holding her loot, she can't attack physically because she won't be able to see.
Well, right, but yeah, part of
She
the
also
point is
has
that
flails,
because
dire flails.
I cast it on her loot, if she so chooses, as long as she covers her loot with some sort of
Oh,
object,
okay. I
even
see
of a
what you're
claw,
saying. Okay. Yeah.
it gets rid of
Yeah,
the
okay.
darkness as well.
Cool.
But if I cast it on the dragon, then every time he gets close to us,
Yeah,
she's
I
gonna
see
be
what you're
blind.
saying. Okay. So you cast that.
All right, so
Is
darkness
that a
on her
bonus
loot.
action, Matthew?
No, I think it can be primary, right?
No, I think you want it to be a bonus action. I'm hoping that it is.
Well, not if I need my bonus
Oh, you
action.
need your bonus action. Okay, we'll use it as a primary. What's your bonus action?
I'm considering this being my bonus action. Let me double check. Well, he shot lightning. I guess that's not
I
really.
mean, you can.
Uh,
Bonus. You can't shoot lightning if it's your bonus action. You can.
no. I said you shot lightning.
That was my primary action. It wasn't bonus.
No, I know. I'm because I'm looking at a certain ability, and lightning isn't something that would
Oh,
apply.
okay.
That's why I'm taking into consideration. Well, I take it because is lightning aimed? He would have to see us to
Yep.
cast that at us, right? Okay, then. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my bonus. I'm just gonna use patient defense.
What does that do?
So basically next turn if I get attacked, I
Okay.
dodge basically, or I
Okay,
have a save.
Cool. It is now my turn. I am going to move closer. And then actually I'm gonna move right
closer.
here. And I am going to save my turn. I'm just gonna save my action point for right now. It's your turn, Matthew.
Ugh. Well, that was a waste of a dodge.
No, it wasn't. You still can use it. It's stored up.
No, I think it's just for
Is
the.
it just for the one turn?
Is it?
No, I'm gonna allow it
think.
for you to save it.
Okay.
Are you singing Music Man? 76 trombones in the big parade.
Yeah, 76.
I'm really proud of my gay self for knowing that. My musical knowledge has not.
Laysai.
You forgot the silent E again. Laysai. You're American. You have to mispronounce it. So Matthew, what do you do?
I throw a cone of fire.
Oh shit! That definitely hits my AC.
Yeah, at the Dracolich.
So I need my calculator. I don't know why I don't just keep my calculator out during these things. It's 12? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's now your turn, Maeve. You're still strumming those
Okay.
wicked tunes.
I'm still. Yes, I'm still strumming. And wait, did we make sure that the recipient of my bardic inspiration got
Oh yeah,
got the advantage
hey,
of it?
Matthew, you get another action point. You can
What do you
do
mean?
another action because you got bardic inspiration. So you have another action
Oh, gee.
plus
Um,
another d6 added to whatever roll you do. So you just roll that separately.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you can roll a d6. You don't have to use it this time. It's once within the next 10 minutes. But you can roll an additional d6 and add that number rolled to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Awesome. So he
Um,
decided to use it. Agnazor's Scorcher What is that against AC?
Yeah.
That misses,
Yes.
but would you like to add the D6 roll to the one that hit? The first one?
Sure.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck you, Maeve. I'm trying to kill
Why?
y'all, and you guys are ruining my plans. Okay.
Oh no.
Good. All according to plan.
Maeve, it's your turn.
Okay. Hmm. Let me see. Can I roll a charisma check to convince the Dracolich that he actually doesn't really want to keep attacking us, that he sort of wants to go back where he came from?
I'm not gonna allow that one.
Oh.
He's getting desperation is setting in.
You can approach and use your flails.
This is a very interesting universe where fire bounces, but
Yeah, right.
there are impossible
No,
things.
I mean, hey,
improbable
you
things.
can try, but I'm not gonna make that your action.
He's just not going to allow it no matter what you roll.
No, can you roll
Can I-
a D20 for me?
Yes. And then so my charisma modifier is 3.
That's
Let
what I
me
wanted to know.
get a 20 here.
What's
So-
going to happen is it's likely
so,
so impossible that you would have to get a nat 20 in order
No,
to
I
succeed.
remember
Yeah.
I take disadvantage thanks to her last time, but she did not roll well. So,
No, I
what
did
is your action point gonna be? What are you gonna do?
Oh. I don't know.
You can move. Remember, that's not an action point. Movement is separate from action point, so you can move to get closer and like cover your loot, and then attack with your flails if you want.
I'm gonna go right here to his foot.
How many is that? 30?
That's
Okay, you
20
can do that.
feet.
Yeah.
20. Right here. So I'm gonna like
Flail.
use
You
my
have 2 of them.
I'm gonna attack his foot. I have
So
It's worth pointing out that if you travel that distance, you're still in the darkness and can't see.
no, I specifically
Unless you covered
said
your loot.
if she covers her loot. Do you cover your loot,
well,
or do you just inch forward?
can I recover it immediately to like
You can,
get myself out of this terrible position
so
I put myself in?
you can cover it and then uncover it immediately after your attack. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna uncover it and sidle up to this
And
thing.
you roll for both. You roll
foot.
for both flails, by the way, because that's one attack.
Okay.
But you roll each
So-
individually so that I can see whether or not it hits my AC.
Right. Okay, so I just click the dire flail in order to roll. Okay. So I'm gonna roll this guy,
On this battlefield.
and I'm gonna roll this guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, oh shit, what the hell is happening on my computer?
And then I'm going to immediately recover or uncover and sneak on back here-ish.
You can move 10 feet. So you can move to
Oh, I
here.
can move 10 feet. Okay.
No,
Never mind.
You can move
Here.
to here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pop myself back here.
Is each square
Yes.
represent 5 feet? I take it.
So neither of those
Okay.
hit. I'm going. It's Casey's turn.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna walk into the
'Cause
darkness
you can see.
because
You
I
need
can
to
see.
move
Yes.
one more square because right now you're underneath it. You're not even at him. He's still 5 feet away.
Oh.
There you go. I mean, you're covered up by the dragon, but you're
Okay. So I double stab you in the
both
face.
of those hit. So 4 and 6, so 10. Where's my pen? Oh shit, my pen disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is now my turn. And while I roll at disadvantage, I've saved up, and it takes 2 actions to do what I'm about to do. I aim in the general direction of the darkness, and I do wing.
Oh.
I use wing attack. Can you each roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
Rest in peace, Brock.
Failure. Failure,
Oh.
failure. You each take 14 damage.
Oh.
That's horseshit.
I was really hoping we'd go for the bigger
you,
numbers.
Can you each roll another dexterity saving throw, please?
As long as the dice doesn't treat me like a jerk again.
I am not
Casey,
rolling
you
well.
rolled 2, so I'm taking your first one.
Crap, I didn't have any double click.
By the
Sorry,
way,
everybody.
you all need to send me your addresses because I'm sending you actual dice because these dice will work horribly on roll 20. I already have yours, Matthew. Yours are on the way. But
I own dice.
well, why don't you use them?
Because Roll20 is easier, and there's a flaw in that I would need to actually screen cap or get
No, you
video
wouldn't.
pictures of the dice every
I
time I
accept you being honest.
That's a poor choice. Man, another fucking nat 20. What are the odds of that?
That's
Right?
Come
Man,
on, guys.
that's 14 in a
Come on,
row.
guys.
17 in a row.
All of you are knocked prone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
I did take
That's horseshit.
disadvantage, by the way, but I still won. It's
That's horseshit.
now your turn, Matthew. BT Ubs, can I just say how much I love
Nur's making sand
your
angels.
what?
That Nur's making sand angels again.
Oh,
He's done this before, Maeve.
Oh, yeah?
So, what do you do, Matthew?
I passed my turn. I'm making sand angels.
Okay. Maeve, it's your turn.
Would it be possible to roll a performance check to play a lute tune to disorient the Dracolich?
Yes, it is. I'll do it for...
It's called the brown note.
Oh my god. But you have to stand up first to use your entire movement action to stand up.
Okay.
Okay, so can you
So-
roll for charisma?
I can.
Actually,
Well,
you
can I
do a
click on?
no, let me look at something quickly.
Well, under my skills, I have performance.
Do
Should I?
performance for me.
Okay.
You should have a +5 to. Oh, holy shit! So, the Dracolich is confused
and bursts into tears.
and is crying.
Yes.
So,
Yes, at the beauty that is that
Casey,
song.
it's now your turn.
I have to use my entire turn
No,
to
you
stand up,
use
don't
your
I?
movement turn.
He's crying from the gaping, rotted orifices that would be his eyes,
Yeah, it's
eyeballs,
basically like sand.
open sockets,
Like
leaking.
leaking
Yes.
sludge, yeah. So since
No.
the dragon didn't necessarily run anywhere, I just stand right up and stab him in the face twice
Holy
again.
shit, 2 nat 20s.
For fucking Jesus.
Oh wow.
So who drinks?
Matthew, bang bang.
That's fine. I think
Wow.
I win in this situation.
Fuck. I have now reached half health. I am bloodied. Jesus
God.
Christ.
Half health. After all that.
It would be my turn, except I'm crying from my sludge tears and I can't do a turn. So Matthew,
Sweet. Pretty much
Matthew,
like
you have saved up
Is
2
it?
action points. What are you gonna do? You still are
Suppose
no,
I'll
you're
stand up.
prone. So what are you gonna do now?
I suppose I'll
Okay.
stand up.
And your 2 action points? Jesus. The first one hits. The second one does not.
They're both magic missiles. They
Oh,
always
yeah.
hit.
Can you do that twice?
thought you was. With 2 action points, I think
No,
you
I
can.
mean, can you do that twice in one encounter?
Yes, I have multiple spell
Okay.
slots.
Because you're level 4, I forgot. It is now your turn, Maeve.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. My mom
Hmm.
called me for one thing. 1 sec.
All right.
I'm gonna move back about 5 feet, I think, because I have to get that close to attack, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I take it.
Okay, and then so I'm gonna roll for my dire flails.
All right. Now we just gotta wait for him to get back to tell us if that hits or not.
Okay.
In the meantime, we enjoy the fine-tuned Zobard. Right. As Nerd deeply contemplates making more
I
sound.
heard that from the other room.
Beautiful, right?
So the first one doesn't hit. And oh, by the way, listeners, yeah, I am a 27-year-old man living at home, but I just got out of the military, so fuck you for saying anything about nerds. I'm saving up money.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
All right,
So
the shade.
What happened?
I was calling out anyone that might make comments in the future about me living at home with my mom when I just got out of the military. So one of those hits, but the other does not. It is now Casey's
Okay.
turn.
Well, can I finish? Do I get more movement before I end? Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with Bork. That's like
Okay.
15 feet.
Do you uncover your loot again?
I do uncover my loot.
I would like to point out to my bard that if she does that, I'm no longer hidden by that darkness.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna split the difference.
Yeah, okay. So where are you going? Okay, cool.
Okay. All right.
I don't even see Brock
He's
on the
behind.
map.
He's
Is he
behind
Good
the
that it's
dragon.
working. Good that it's working.
So what do you,
To the untrained eye, it looks as if I'm
Brock?
not
What do you
here.
do?
Yeah. He prepares his anus.
I stab you twice and pray.
The dragon isn't the only one that's going to be crying by the end of this
You
encounter.
hit for none of them. So it's now
All right.
my turn. I'm going to do a legendary action. So I get to attack twice because of my multi-attack. I can attack. No, I can attack 3 times. I attack Brock with my bite. Does a 16 hit your AC?
Are you still rolling at
Yes.
disadvantage? Okay, yes.
I do 1 damage to you because of my
Whew.
disadvantage.
Really,
Uh,
His,
let's say
his
really on
teeth
the
rotted out of his face too. He's gumming you to
and
death.
I
Gensha squad.
aim in the general direction of.
Oh wait, mind you, that I'm under cover of darkness. How did you aim that bite?
Because a Dracolich.
No. That's nonsense. I
A
wanted an
Dracolich
explanation.
has dark vision.
Fuck. So why? So all these other times, why were you
I
aiming
didn't.
in the general
I
direction?
said I did.
He
You
said it in
literally
the general
said
direction, probably to fuck with us.
you ain't shit.
So
All right, continue.
I aim my tail at the bard. Does a 4 hit your AC?
At 4? Wait,
Your
how do
armor
I
class.
how do I know this?
It's right next to
armor
your
class.
initiative.
Oh, my armor class is
So,
11.
No, it doesn't. And then
So you're
I
safe.
aim
So no.
my wing attack at the goblin. Does a natural 20,
Which one?
even
Oh, God,
with
I'm kidding.
disadvantage, it's a natural 20. Does that hit your AC?
Yeah. Do you have any other silly
No.
questions?
You're knocked prone
Right?
and you take. Let me roll my d12 at disadvantage.
Please tell me it's 46 damage.
You take 4 damage. But
God
you're
damn
also
it.
knocked prone.
I'll never die at this rate.
So, okay. Do you want to just create a new character? Is that what you're doing?
No.
Oh, you just want to leave the podcast. Okay, cool.
No, this goblin is not attached to his mortal. He's not afraid of
you're
his
playing
mortal
in character.
at
Okay,
all.
so now it's your turn, Matthew.
I stand up.
And then do what?
Man, a 5-foot move here. Now, where directly underneath? Could you ping the location of? Okay, because I need to hit the dragon in a way. I'll
Yeah,
aim at
you
the
can.
top bit
Yeah, that's
of the
fine.
dragon
You
over.
can aim at his wings.
So that I don't end up scorching Casey as well, if that's a thing, or Brock, more like.
Yeah, you guys have this.
I burn Casey
You burn.
in the chat.
It's like that. It's like that.
You don't do shit. So.
Yes, I'm aware.
Not even Casey
Maeve,
talked
it's
about
your
that.
turn.
Can I roll another performance check for a further disorienting tune?
I'll allow that as a bonus action. Even. I'm gonna use my new dice. That's a 5. I do not succeed. I don't like those new dice. I like my old dice. I am charmed. Are you gonna move to attack me? That was really high pitched.
I am
my voice cracked there. Jesus.
I am going to move to attack you while you're disoriented. I'm gonna move 5 feet so I'm within range. And then I'm gonna roll my dire fails.
Jesus Christ. Can you please describe to me how you kill this Dracolich?
So I sort of do a slow pirouette, toward the creature's head, at which point I sort of run up its snout and hit it on top of the head, and then backflip off the top of the head as it's falling.
Where's Where's the damage value on your dire flail?
I haven't
Damage
added
value?
that. I'm allowing for the natural 20 though. Because it serves my
Okay.
needs.
Just future reference for all of us, please note the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I will remember that.
No, that's me as well, because me and Nur were navigating it as if
That's
we could
fine.
see as well.
I'll remember that from now on.
What?
Good job looking that up. So you guys kill the Dracolich and take 600 experience points.
I thought he was gonna say damage. I was like, oh my
And
god.
you immediately see Dimali in the distance. Now, Dimali is the capital city of the Imperium of Man, and you reach the outskirts of Dimali, and you're immediately surrounded by guards, and they escort you to the throne room of Dimali. What do you do? You're surrounded by guards.
Okay, I first asked if no one saw us fighting that big ass dragon, because it's not as if it was that damn far.
None of
Like, were
none
they
of the
not
guard.
alarmed, or did they not know that
This
dragon?
is the capital of Dimali. They clearly have very powerful guards and armies. Um,
No, right. Which is why I'm wondering, how has this dragon not been a problem before?
Obviously not. None of the guards respond. You see down the hallway that there's someone sitting at the throne and there's an advisor right next to him. Are you guys gonna walk up to him?
Um,
Are you gonna talk amongst yourselves?
I'm going to sit there and think, and they're going to look around awkwardly as I don't move.
Maeve?
Yeah, let's walk up to him. I suggest to my party that we cooperate and walk up to
Okay.
him.
What did the party agree?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So walk up to him.
All right, let's do it.
He's over here.
How close? How close
You
without getting
go
stabbed?
right here. Jesus. I'm gonna move Bork and I'm gonna move Uner. And
That's fine.
Maeve. You see a king. He has a crown, and at least you think it's a king. And he speaks, foreigners.
Okay, so Lord of the Rings style lunatic. Got it.
The opium has riddled this kingdom, apparently.
You have
Yeah.
entered into
He sounds like Pegasus.
You have entered into my Imperium of Man, and you have gone unchecked. Why do you come here?
Okay, this is
We're
like
in
an
search of
anime.
people with funny voices. Looks like our quest has ended.
Do you make fun of me, goblin?
Never.
Don't!
Face it, Yugi boy, you're finished.
Don't make fun of me in my own throne room.
Where the fuck did that voice come from?
I
Is he
cast
possessed?
prestidigitation on my hand and make my middle finger stick up much bigger than it usually is.
You see the
Well,
advisor next to him take a step forward. No, Carrion. Don't do anything.
okay, I use like some sort of like combination of Pass Without a Trace and my ability to get with Bork to, without any of them noticing, ask Bork if he senses something wrong with this lunatic ass king.
Bork responds quietly. Yes, master, there seems to be a curse over him. Why
So,
are you
Brock,
here?
Brock gives some sort of friendship bond signal to his bard that any song of any kind to distract this king long enough for me to whisper something to Nero would be
Are
extremely helpful right now.
you
So I'm going to play. I'm gonna hit that roll a performance check and distract
Sure.
this ruler while that conversation
Sure.
happens. Oh man, all my performance checks today, all of them. Let me see. What did I do?
The king
Good.
jumps up and down and claps his hand, going, "Oh, good performance, but it is not
Thank
amusing.
you. Thank you.
I am not."
Okay, but that length of time for him to jump up and down is long enough for me to get out what I
What
needed to
is
say.
it?
Because I only need to say like three
Okay,
or
so
four
she was
words,
distracting.
which
Yeah,
is
okay. It was.
Yeah. I didn't need
Yeah,
a whole
okay, okay.
conversation.
Why are you here?
Okay, he's cursed, and we need to do something to dispel it. And I take it you'd probably be in a better position than I am to do something about that.
I only know of one way to get rid of curses.
Which is
Are you cursed too? Because that laugh was
Yeah.
fucking lunatic style.
straight up. What?
All right. At that point, Brock just kind of stands by and accepts whatever's going to happen because I've done all I can do.
What?
With a pat on the back to his bard for cooperating, Brock is just ready to wait to see what Nur does in
Carrion!
hopes that Nur can save
Carrion!
us.
Seize them! You all black out.
Whoa!
We
Did he not even get a chance to
Nope.
cast anything?
You're in
yeah.
How did he strike all of us at one time?
The
I-
80
I-
guards that were in the throne room snuck up behind you.
You didn't even say
Uh-huh.
they approached. I feel like I would have
I'm not
noticed
saying
that.
you would have noticed that. You were hit from behind for some mysterious
I wouldn't have.
reason, but you are all passed out
You-
and you
we-
wake up. Which one of you has the?
Okay, just accept it. Casey.
Wow.
We don't get to do anything. We don't have power in this
You
universe.
do.
We are deaf and retarded, apparently. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So basically, what had happened was, a mage had cast mage hand on each of you without any of you knowing it and hit you on the head. Far more powerful than your level, but you all. Which one of
Yeah.
you has the highest constitution?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's not me. Did we get a long rest or any sort of rest
you're
after that last
completely
battle?
rested, being unconscious.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know unconscious was restful. Right. My health back?
My
Constitution. Mine is 1, so I take it I'm not in the
your
lead here.
actual constitution, not your modifier.
14.
12.
Mine's 11.
So,
I'm
Nur,
blank.
you're the first to wake up, and you see Bork rising with you.
How do you have a -1 constitution at 12? That should be a +1 modifier.
Who are you talking to? Me?
I'm talking to you, Casey. How do you have a -1 modifier?
When did I say -1?
No,
I thought you said you. You said
+1.
mine is 1.
Mine
not
is
mine.
1. Yeah, mine is 1.
All right. So you say I wake up first? All right.
What do you do?
I look around. I'll make a perception check if I'm allowed to do that.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, you are allowed to do that.
I'll be throwing shade the rest of this episode, by the way. Just heads up. Perception.
So I'm gonna allow you to see Casey and Maeve.
I mean, I was about the room. I was trying to look around the room and
so
inspect
you
my.
see that there's a cell door in front of you. You notice that there's no magical barrier on it. And you don't see anything else. It's very, very dark.
If I may, I will walk up to the gate or
Hello, what's going on, guys?
door and attempt to open it up.
Maeve, wait.
Check to see if it's locked or not. No, it's guaranteed
It
to be
is
locked.
locked, and Maeve, you wake up. So Maeve wakes up.
Well,
Maeve?
damn.
Rick.
Wait a minute. How'd she wake up before
She
me?
has 12. You have.
No, she has
You
11.
have
I have
12.
12.
So Casey, you wake up.
Yeah. I was about to say, man, I really suck.
Maeve wakes
All
up
right.
next. Maeve, can you hear me? Why
No, she
can't
cannot.
she hear me?
She might have accidentally muted us, I bet, or hit mute or something.
It sounded like she was greeting someone where she's at. Like, so she might be away from keyboard for just a second or two while she deals with that.
No, she's not, because her camera's on and I see her.
No.
Reconnect. So you wake up, Casey, and you see Nur at the door of the cell.
I'm typing for her benefit. Okay. Brock first tries to see if I can get the lowdown from Nur. Like, has Nur done anything while I was unconscious? Apologies, Nur.
Maeve, can you hear us? She in the chat? Hold on 1 second.
Do you hear me, Nur?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'll tell you what I've noticed so far is that we're locked in a room.
Okay. Is that all we got so far?
Yeah.
So there's no magical barriers over the cell door, and you notice light coming from down the hallway at either end, but it's very dark where you are at.
Okay. You say it's very dark, but so does our dark vision grant us the ability to see what's around us?
There, it's a cell. There's nothing in there except for your bodies.
Well, can I see? Okay, I guess that was a bad description. Can I see outside, like looking through the cell bars? Can I see anything of interest?
Rachel, can you hear us?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
awesome.
back.
Okay.
So you wake up, and what did you say, Casey?
Can we see anything outside the cell bars? Like, is there anything of interest for me to notice?
No, it's just a hallway, as far as you can tell.
Okay. All right. First things first. I use perception to see if there's literally any way that I can see a way out of this situation. In the sense that, is there a way we can get to the bars, or is there like a weak part of the wall, or is there a place where we
There's
can
literally
dig?
nothing
Or
protecting the bars. You could literally blow them out if you wanted to.
okay, so I don't have to roll perception to notice that. Awesome. I look at Nera and say, Nera, do what you do best.
Firebolt!
I don't know. Those bounce in this universe. They don't actually do damage unless
Oh
they're
my
hitting a
God.
person.
He's
How
so
hard are we assuming that monks
throwing
hit in this
shade.
universe?
You're so bitter about my story.
We don't even get to roll perception to see the mage hands that didn't
Oh my
actually
God.
happen.
Right? Do you hear me,
What was that?
at DM? I said, how hard are we assuming that I can hit, like, out of combat? Am I like bar-breakingly hard punching things in the sense that I can like literally punch
I
through these
don't
things,
know.
or no?
Roll a
Is that like an
constitution
exaggeration?
check since we have to do multiple checks.
Oh, I thought it was irrelevant considering he just cast Fireball.
Did he cast
all right, we'll do
Fireball? Oh,
close.
I didn't see that. Okay,
Yeah.
the door explodes. What do you do?
Wow. That's really... They did not think very hard when they put us in the cell. All right. First, I attempt to wake up our bard unless she wakes up
already
naturally
woke
at
up.
this point. Okay, cool. So I basically make sure that our bard is oriented before we take off somewhere.
Totally oriented.
All right, cool. So then I ask Bork if he smells any other living things, and from which
I
direction.
smell many from all directions.
That's awful. That's a terrible thing. Can you get any specific route, in your opinion, where you smell less or notice or sense or anything less? Is there an
the
optimal route
south.
at this point? South. Okay, south we go. Even though I literally see on this map right now that that's not true, but that's okay.
Player knowledge versus character knowledge.
Touche. All right.
The moment you step outside the cell door, you hear the following.
What kind of technological age is this that they don't have? Never mind. Okay. Let's see. What do I do?
So you also hear a magical voice emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. Warning, prisoner escape. Prisoner escape.
Everywhere and nowhere all at once. So I don't. There's no speaker. There's just like a guy who's casting a spell and repeating the same thing over and over.
It's a magical warning and barrier, and immediately you hear footsteps coming from down the hall on either end.
All right. First things first. Okay, this is what we do. I cast Pass Without a Trace, or use Pass Without a Trace, on an attempt to. How many of them are going to get to move before we get to do
whatever you
anything?
want. This is
A trace,
That's a lie.
right? And I'm going to attempt to have us all run
roll
into this room
you
before
can-
any of those guards.
Hey, you can
notice
roll
us.
Pass Without a Trace and pass all of the guards. You just have to roll a high enough pass.
How powerful do you think
Roll
that is?
roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Alright,
want
y'all.
to be
Uh,
heard and
hey,
considered to be railroad. Holy shit. I wouldn't want to be heard and considered as railroading you guys. So you guys pass without a trace, past all of the guards. Go to
that was hype. Okay,
because
cool.
I wouldn't want to railroad you guys and make sure that the story continued on. I'm sorry.
All right, friends, party members, join me down here if you wish, because we passed them.
Or as far as I know, you're the only one capable of passing without a trace. I would have to go.
Cast it.
Yeah,
I can cast it on you guys
Oh,
according
that.
to my thingy.
Ooh, that sounds almost broken.
So
Hold on, I'm double checking. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct.
I'm
I'll
allowing
double
it
check.
anyway because I railroaded you earlier. So down here, do you see where
Touche.
I'm pinging?
Real quick, just for future reference, a veil of shadows emanates from you, masking you and your
Yeah, so
companions
over
from
here.
detection.
Do you see where I'm pinging? That is
Yes.
the stairway out,
Ugh.
according to Borkborg. Borkborg says, I smell air coming from that
Okay.
direction.
Well, I take it since we're still under Pass Without a Trace for 30 seconds, and this probably happens all
Quick.
in one.
Fell.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, just for the sake of allowing us to sprint at this point, I
Okay.
also cast Silence,
Roll.
just so these guards
That's
over
an
here don't hear
automatic.
us.
Never mind. No, you don't have
Roll
to.
a
It's
d20.
automatic. But you guys make it out to the yard.
Okay.
And immediately, upon stepping outside of the door, you hear.
There's a lot of fucking alarms in this son of a bitch. Can we like start checking for alarms before we walk through the
But
doors?
it's too late now.
But I didn't even say I walked through the door yet. That was your
I
decision.
railroaded you again. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
That's okay.
You walked up
Alright,
the stairs though. That
anybody
led
have any-
straight to the door.
No, I didn't. I didn't even move my character.
Oh,
I just said I
sorry.
cast Silence. That's okay. I'm out of key points, guys, so take it away.
Immediately when you walk in and you hear the alarm go off, you hear the guards on the walls start saying Sphinx, 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 Sphinx.
That's scaring me. I don't know what that is, and I'm already scared. Somebody help. Bard, guys, anybody?
I got nothing.
No, help. I'm scared. I don't know what that is. Work, what's a Sphinx? Bork.
Oh wait, do you want to actually know what a sphinx is?
I guess that would be helpful.
Well, so I mean, are we going? So theoretically, we're talking like body of a lion, head of a woman with wings, right?
Well, within the scope of, I'm more interested in the scope of this realm. Like,
What is
what are we fighting? Yeah, like, what are we fighting? Like, sort of like the description we got when we found out it was a dragon lich thing.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, I see it. I just don't know what it does.
So that's up to the bard or nerd to describe. Even though...
Well, nerd rolled for insight. Was this something that you were trying to roll for specifically, nerd?
I was actually rolling to find out myself what they could possibly be doing. Sphinx is somewhat general adventure knowledge, I would suppose. But I would be rolling to see what they're trying to do. Either they're chanting to summon sphinxes, I would suppose, or they were chanting because this is just something that constantly happens and they're excited to see the sphinxes, of which live here, murder the shit out of
It was
people,
the
which is a
latter.
regular thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder very loudly to my bard if there's any way to play a song that would make those sphinxes instead attack the guards
you're
around
gonna
us.
have to find out next time on Booze on First.
Well,
so that's the end of our episode, guys. I kind of railroaded our people. Sorry about that, Matthew.
that's okay. It didn't drastically
Not
change
really.
anything.
You're still in the city of Dimali. You're just in a different area. And you've been captured and are about to face two sphinxes. So Maeve, how was it for your first two episodes?
Oh, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun, sort of just jumping into the world and kind of getting to know how everybody plays and just finding a spot kind of in the party. I'm definitely looking forward to getting those sphinxes next week and kind of seeing where the campaign's going to go.
How do you
What's up?
enjoy these two episodes?
Always a blast.
Hi, Jimmy Neutron.
And Casey?
I'm excited. I think the Bard edition was a lot of fun. That added a different dynamic than any of the other episodes. The song thing is a lot of fun.
And she's been more talkative over the past 2 episodes than the past 2 episodes of our other teammates. So that's a
right. Yeah, she's noticeably more conscious.
besides that one time that he led us down the wrong corridor. That was terrible.
Yeah. Brock still doesn't know exactly what happened, but
okay,
he does recall.
Maeve is our new addition, and she'll be joining us every week. And we'll see you next week on Booze on First.
Woo!
Have a good night, guys.
Woo!
Have a good one, guys.